Welcome to the Build Your Life Coaching Biz podcast, where you get to learn how to become a professional life coach and start an online coaching business from scratch. I'm your host, Krista Kathleen, a professional certified coach and business mentor. In 2016, I got divorced and left my full-time job as a registered nurse and decided to bravely answer my calling of becoming a life coach so I could help to change lives as I traveled around the world. And now I want to help you discover your purpose too. Having the freedom and flexibility to be your own boss and make as much money as you want right from your laptop will be one of the best gifts you ever give to yourself, your family, and the world. In these episodes, I'll give you real coaching combined with proven strategies and spiritual practices in order to help you build your dream coaching business that feels perfect for you. Hello, my coaching friends. Happy Tuesday. I am so thrilled to be here live with all of you this evening. And to be totally transparent, I wasn't going to do this tonight. I was going to do it tomorrow, but one of my coaching students canceled at the last minute. I was supposed to observe one of her peer coaching sessions and fell through. So I said, you know what? Why not? Let's just pop on and talk about one of my favorite topics of how to find new clients and doing it in a way that feels really fun. A lot of times with business trainings, it's all focused on like these heavy masculine topics of like proven results and strategy and sales funnels. And I feel like those are kind of all icky terms, and I like to lean more into things that feel good, that feel fun, easy, exciting, pleasurable, intuitive. And I think when we let those feelings lead and guide us, that is when we're able to be more consistent and show up as our full authentic self, and things just get so much better with running our business. So I do want to encourage you all to be able to shift more to that lens and that perspective, and finding clients can be really easy and fun, and it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be overwhelming and confusing and kind of all the different feelings we make it out to be. Without further ado, let's start to dive into the 12 fun and proven ways to find coaching clients. Now, fun is like a subjective term. So for some of you, the things I'm going to suggest, it might not feel fun at all. And that's totally okay. You can throw some of these ideas out the window. They're very fun for me, but they may not be fun for you. So I just wanted to let you know that. And all of these things that I'm going to suggest, I have done, and they have worked in helping me to find clients. And there's like a million different ways to find clients. And just so you all know too, a lot of these things, most of them actually are not like directly selling either. And that might surprise a lot of you too, that it's more of like the building relationships and connecting and providing value first, and then the selling like just naturally follows after that. So I'm curious to see if you'll all be able to pick up on that, because a lot of times people think sales has to sound like being the icky, slimy car salesman, and that is not how I do sales, and I do not feel like that is what works for sales at all, or at least not for my kind of people I'm trying to attract. All right, so the first thing is attending Facebook Live, or not Facebook Live, attending Facebook events or Eventbrite events or meetup events. So if you go onto Facebook, there's an event section, and you can find like all these really cool events that are happening in your area, and you can do it from anywhere in the world. When I went to Africa for 2 months a couple of years ago, I was in Cape Town, South Africa, and I was looking for really fun things to do on the weekends. And so I got onto Facebook events, and I started putting in my interest, like hiking groups, guided hikes, and then meditation groups and cacao ceremonies. And I like all the healthy and spiritual and woo-woo stuff. And it was so much fun to attend these events, and it's a small fee. And what I was doing is I was like interacting with the other people who were attending. And, of course we're having conversations like, what do you do? What do you do? And I told people, oh, I'm a life coach and I help coaches to become coaches. And guess what? People were really excited and really intrigued about that and wanted to know more. And so we continued the conversation on social media, and then eventually they reached out and wanted to work with me. And the cool thing is that I was like just doing these events for myself. But really what I was doing is I was showing up where my ideal clients hang out unknowingly. And so I think that's a great thing to start to do. And remember, you yourself are your best own ideal client. So, sometimes it's a good idea to just go out there and try new fun events, and you'll be connected to the right people and have the right conversations, and tell everybody that you're a life coach, because you never know where that conversation can go. So check Facebook events or Eventbrite or Meetup. Okay. So that's number one. The second thing is to create a freebie on Canva. So I don't know if you all know what Canva is, but it is, you can do a free membership or you can do a paid one. It's not a lot of money, but it's this graphic design platform, and you can create all kinds of amazing things on there. And I love to have fun and create like on-branded worksheets in there, and you can create business cards and social media posts and everything. But something that I really enjoy doing is creating worksheets and then sharing those worksheets with people on social media. And so I created a freebie. You'll hear this term like freebie or opt-in. And I created a freebie last year called, let's see, what is it called? It's basically like, I'm sure a lot of you have downloaded it. It's a checklist for new life coaches, helping them to get started. Because I was thinking like, oh, that would be so cool for life coaches to have like a checklist in front of them that would show them, okay, these are all the things that I need to get together in order to get started with coaching. I'm personally a huge fan of checklists. They make me so happy. So it's really pretty and it's really simple. And I, just put everything on there that you need to get started as a life coach. And then after that, on the last page, I have, the next steps to take with me to keep getting value. It's kind of like when you go on a first date and then you or the other person's going to say like, hey, do you want to go on a second date? It's a similar type of thing that we're going to be doing in business, as well as inviting people to take that next step with us. So, let's see, sorry, lost my train of thought for a moment. Yeah, okay. So originally I had on my freebie was to purchase my course, Build Your Life Coaching Business in 7 Days, but I'm going to be changing it and offering a free strategy call. So I'm getting ready to do, and we'll talk about that here in one of the upcoming steps as well. But yeah, so you can create a freebie in Canva, and then eventually, if you want to challenge yourself, you can connect it to your email platform and collect email addresses and get people on your email list. But if that sounds a little bit too hard in advance right now, just start, just sharing it. Like you can basically upload it into Google Drive and get a shareable link and just share the link with anyone. And then they're going to be so impressed and excited that you created this amazing, valuable like worksheet, or it doesn't even have to be a worksheet. It can be like meditations, or it can be journal prompts, or, just something that's going to help people to get results. And then always just put like your call to action or your next step on it afterwards. Like basically, what do people need to do next after reading this content or participating in this activity? So that's number 2. And like I said, that might not be fun for you to do something like that, but for me, I just love being able to design and create in my business, and it really honors my inner artist. All right, next thing to do is you can offer people free strategy calls. So this is what I was talking about. Lately, I've started offering and you might have seen me, I sent this out literally today on my email list, and I've created a 30-minute free Get Started as a Life Coach strategy call. And I have so much fun doing these. I get to connect with people all over the world. They book it through my Acuity scheduling link, and I don't do any sales on there, or that's not my intention, but a lot of times we end up talking sales anyway, because at the end they're always like, I want to keep working with you, or what do you have coming up? I want it. And people just like absolutely love when you take the time to connect with them and say like, how can I help you? And what I do on these calls is I just, I learn a little bit more about the person. It gives me a great chance to do market research with my audience. And I just answer all of their questions around becoming a new life coach and starting an online coaching business. And it is just so much fun. It feels like we're literally having like a virtual coffee date. Hi, So Young. Welcome. I'm so excited to see your face. Okay, so that's that one. So you can offer and then so just to give you some other ideas of like what a free strategy call is you just kind of want to think of like, what is a common problem that I can help to solve for my audience? So let's see, let me give you another example. Say that you're a fashion coach, and maybe you do like a style edit call or something like that, and you do a video call with your clients, and you can help them go through their closet and pick out a couple of, help them put together a couple of outfits that they would have never thought to put together for themselves, right? That's something that could be really simple and easy to do in 30 minutes. Or if you're a website designer, you can do a website audit and help people to identify what vital components are missing on their website and give some recommendations. And anytime you're providing value like that, people are always like, oh my gosh, this was amazing. I want to keep working with you. What's next? It works really, really well. Yeah, So Young, I'm so glad that you're here as well. We already went through the first 3 tips, so you'll have to go back and rewatch, but we're going on to tip number 4 now. Okay, so the next one is host a free workshop. Again, leading a workshop may not be your idea of fun, but for me, I just think it's so much fun. My mom was a biology and French teacher when I was little, so I just have that natural teaching gene inside of me, and I love being in front of a virtual classroom and getting to teach people new topics. I know a lot of teachers feel called to become life coaches, so this is probably something you would really love to enjoy too. And hosting a workshop isn't as complicated as you might think it is. Literally, all you can what you can do is you can create a Facebook event or an Eventbrite event. You just have to have somewhere to host the information, and then you have a Zoom link, right? That's where people will join you. And you can just, talk about any topic that you want. So let's see, let's give an example. I'll give an example of what I've done in my personal business. One of my favorite online workshops that I hosted was over a year ago, and it was teaching people how to up-level their money mindset and become a money goddess. And I gave all these tips on how to improve your relationship with money, because I know that's a big struggle for life coaches. So that was so fun. And then remember, any of these things that you're doing, just make sure to have next steps or a call to action at the end. A lot of times coaches leave that part out because they don't know to do it, or they feel a little weird doing it, but people always want to know what's the next step. So that's where you can put in your strategy call, offer people strategy calls after that, or offer your freebie, or just don't leave people empty-handed, essentially. Okay, so hosting a free workshop. The next one is hosting a free group coaching call. I've done this a lot of times. It's so simple and so easy. Again, it's kind of like hosting an online workshop, just create a Facebook event or Eventbrite event, put a cover photo in there and create that in Canva, and talk about, basically why would someone want to come to this free group coaching call? And then especially if you feel called, to create a group coaching program, this is a great way to set people up for that and show them what is it like to be in community with you, and what are you like when you lead a group coaching call. So that is something that's really simple and easy to do. And a lot of these things, like, you could literally get going on these things tomorrow if you wanted to. And then of course too, once you have like more of an online audience built up, so if you have like a Facebook group, or if you have an email list, or you have a YouTube channel or podcast or something like that, like, you can be talking about these things and advertising these things on those different, platforms and channels as well. Hi, Valerie. Welcome. So excited to see you here. Next one is to host a free challenge. So when my business partner, Monica, and I we started a company called Fearless Public Speaking, and we were helping women to share their stories and become better public speakers. We hosted a 3 or 5 day challenge, and we said basically become a better public speaker in 5 days. And we basically just like we had this thing called the Fearless Public Speaking Academy, and we just took like a couple of exercises from that and put it into this little challenge, and we hosted it inside a Facebook group, and it was so much fun. And it sold out our academy. A lot of times that's a good way to sell out a group coaching program, or sell out whatever it is that you have coming up. Like, when you can help people to get really like easy and quick and simple results, they're hooked, and they're like, oh my gosh, tell me what's next. I want more. So a group challenge is a really fun thing to do. And some different ideas that I've seen are like self-love challenges and gratitude challenges, visibility challenges. Again, you just kind of have to think of like, maybe what is one of the main struggles or problems that you want to help to solve for your audience, your clients, and be able to put that into the form of a challenge. Okay, let's see. Next thing is host a women's circle or a new or full moon circle. So this is kind of similar to like hosting a free group coaching call. You can do this in person, you can do it online. So whatever feels best for you, whatever feels more comfortable for you. I'm more of like an online type of person. I'm very much an introvert, and I'm not a fan of like in-person group stuff. It just really like overwhelms my energetic nervous system. So I love doing all these things virtual, but for you, it might be different. You might want to do that in-person connection, which is totally fine. But it's really, really fun to do, these women's circles, or these, full moon or new moon circles, and you get to bring in like some woo and spirituality. And if you're doing in-person, you can have snacks, and you can have journal prompts, and you can do meditations and burn sage and incense and have crystals, and just, show up and support the women. And it's so fun. Also something too that I've been doing is on Facebook events in St. Louis, where I'm located. They have this woman, her business is called Cacao Mama, and she leads these cacao ceremonies for like $30 every month. And they are so fun. It's so fun to connect with the other women, and I'm just like so obsessed with her now, and I'm just like want to buy everything that she has. So right, it's a really good like lead in towards, she's not making a bunch of money from this, but it's like a really good lead in towards these other things that she has coming up. Yeah, Valerie, nobody thinks that I'm an introvert. That's, I think I'm gonna have to do a whole training topic on this, of how to get past this whole thing of, can I be a successful coach and make a lot of money and do podcasts and YouTube videos and Facebook Lives, even though I'm an introvert? And absolutely, yes, absolutely you can, because I am one. And, introvert means that when I'm in a group setting, my energy easily gets drained. And so for me, doing online stuff is really it's really good. It's really healing because there's a lot of boundaries and it doesn't drain my energy. So that's why I like doing online stuff. Okay. Next thing, host a book club. So again, this could be online or in person, your preference. And I did this with my own book that I just published in May. I self-published a book in May called Beyond the White Picket Fence. You should check it out on Amazon. It's awesome. All about my life story of becoming a life coach and navigating all of the challenges to get to where I am in my coaching business today. But yeah, or you can do, if you haven't written a book, you can do a book club for, you know, your favorite books. And people, I found that what I found is people who hire life coaches, they're usually into personal development stuff, right? Because life coaches were in the personal development industry. So if you're thinking like on that big picture level, right? What are like things that my audience, my ideal clients like to do? And a lot of people who hire coaches are usually going to be reading books. So you can create an event, you pick a new book to read every month, you can create coaching questions around it. And then while you're hosting this book event, you know, you can always talk about, oh, I have an upcoming workshop or a retreat, or, you know, invite them into whatever the next thing is that you have coming up. But just always be talking about whatever is coming up next as well, because people are going to want to know. I know, so young. Yeah, you guys both said the same thing. That's so funny. Okay, next thing is to, this one might be surprising for all of you, is to join another coach's group program or training. So I joined Rebecca Rubin. Some of you may know her, some of you not, but she's a fantastic coach. And my intuition told me to join her 6-month mastermind program. And I did that like 2 years ago. And there was a lot of other coaches in there as well. And we met every week over the course of 6 months. And I made so many friends in there. And then one of the women that I became friends with actually joined my coach training school that I have now as well. And that's happened before. Like every year I'm always like taking new online courses and joining other group coaching programs, because I love to learn from other coaches, how they're doing things. And then I always network and make friends with the other coaches in the group. And of course, it's never my intention to be like, okay, I'm signing up for this program so I can find clients. And, you know, that's just can come off really icky and everything. It doesn't feel good. But what's naturally going to happen is, you know, just by networking and talking to people and connecting with them, you know, they may end up hiring you as their coach. And so that's happened to me a lot over the years. And again, it's just going into the intention of like, I actually just genuinely want to join this program. I joined Julia Wells' The Pleasure to Profit Launch Method last spring. So that was like 6 months ago. Yeah, last spring. And there was over like 100 coaches in that program, and a lot of us became friends. And I'm sure, I know not all of them in there are ICF credentialed, so I'm sure some of them will probably end up joining my future coach training program, and that's how it works. It's pretty cool. Okay, we have 3 more things left. So the next one is to, if you've already been coaching for a while and you have clients, like past clients, a lot of times people don't think about this. They're always kind of thinking like, okay, where can I find new clients? They're looking forward and ahead, but you can also look back retrospectively, and people who've already worked with you can become your clients again. So something that I've started doing recently is, for my past private paying clients, is I will gift them a birthday session every year. And I got this idea from like Baskin Robbins. You know, you get the free card in the mail and you can come in for a free scoop of ice cream on your birthday. Like, everybody loves a free birthday gift. And I decided that it would be really cool to like stay in touch with my clients and see what they're up to. And then at the end of their birthday session, if they're like, hey, do you have any like new programs coming up or any spots to work with you one-on-one? Like, we could have that conversation, but Again, if it doesn't come up, that's okay as well, because the main purpose of this is to give them a free session and just to say, you know, thank you for being an amazing client. But I think that's a really fun thing to do, and definitely the opportunity to maybe have them rehire you as well. The 11th thing is you can hand out business cards, and on the back of the card, you can put like free coaching session. I didn't come up with this idea. I got this idea from one of my past business coaches, and I'm not really a business card person anymore. I have people all the time ask me if I have business cards, and I like to just use social media as my business card because I don't want to carry business cards with me. So if I go out to events and people want to keep in touch, I'm just like, okay, what's your Facebook? What's your Instagram? And then I'll send them a private message afterwards, and we just stay in contact that way. But some of you may want to have business cards, and I think it'd be a really good idea to put on the back free coaching session, expires in 1 month. And that would be a great way for someone to get value with you and then potentially become a client from there. Okay, and then the last thing is to either create a podcast or a YouTube channel and just jam around topics that you love and feel good for you. You know, share your story, use your voice, spread your message and your truth out into the world. And then what you can do is, you can pick a new topic every week. That's what I do. I create a new YouTube video every week. And then you can put your discovery call link down in either the show notes if you have a podcast, or in the description section if you have a YouTube channel. And then it's just these videos and these podcast episodes are basically like mini sales pages for you. And I wake up all the time to all these discovery calls that are booked and they just show up in my inbox, and it's from people who find my YouTube videos sometimes years later after creating them, and they like my vibe, they like my style, they like my energy, and they're like, oh, I want to get to know her more. I want to see what she has to offer. And they book a call with me because I share my discovery call link everywhere. And it's so easy. I don't even have to try to find clients anymore. They just find me. All I have to do is show up and create content that just feels really good and fun to talk about. And then from there, the rest takes care of itself. It's crazy, kind of how simple and easy it can be. And a lot of times we tend to overcomplicate things. But that's it. All right, so I'm just going to quickly review the 12 ways to find the 12 fun and proven ways to find new coaching clients. And then I want to hear from all of you. So when you listen to me reading these off, let me know in the comments section which one you want to try moving forward. And if there aren't any that you want to try, that's totally fine too. But if there is something that piques your interest, let me know in the comments section, and then we can hold you accountable to that. Okay, so the first one is to attend Facebook events or Eventbrite events or meetup events. Number 2 is to create a freebie on Canva and share it on social media, and then invite clients to take the next step with you on the last page. 3rd is to offer people 3 free strategy calls. 4th is to host a free workshop. 5th is to host a free group coaching call. 6th is to host a free challenge. 7th is to host a women's circle or a new moon or full moon circle. Let's see, is this 8? I think it's 8. 8 is to host a book club. 9 is to join another coaches group program or training. 10 is to gift your past clients a free birthday session. 11 is to hand out business cards with a free coaching session on the back. And 12 is to create a podcast or YouTube channel, jam about topics you love, and put your discovery call link below. So yeah, let me know, whoever's watching, which way do you want to try? And remember, don't do something just because I said to do it or because you think it's the best way to get clients. That never ever works. I'm going to tell you right now. I tried to do that for years. Okay, I'm going to do this thing because I think I should do it, or someone else told me to do it. You got to listen to your heart. You got to tap into your intuition. If it feels good, it feels right, it feels expansive in your body, then that's That's the most correct thing at the end of the day. So follow that, chase that feeling, and don't do something just because you think you should, because that is stressful. All right, so that's all I have for tonight. And I wanted to let you all know you'll see all this happen on social media, because I'm gonna, as I like to say, I'm gonna blow up the internet. But in January, I am going to be offering a new program, and it's going to be a monthly online coaching membership. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna call it the Confident Coach Collective. So I'm working on the website and sales page right now. But this is going to be an amazing low-cost membership for either aspiring coaches, new coaches, or more experienced coaches. And in this membership, you get 3 amazing things. So every month you're going to get a free training. So one month it'll be a training on improving your coaching skills, and then the next month it'll be a training on to improve something within your coaching business. So like starting a podcast or starting a YouTube channel. I literally actually wrote out the things today. Okay, I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna read you the training topics. So in January, it's helping your clients to successfully accomplish big life goals. February is designing a group coaching program. March is asking better coaching questions. April is hosting online workshops. May is becoming a better listener and stop giving your clients advice. June is starting your own YouTube channel. July is navigating difficult client situations. August is leading your first retreat. September is setting up the coaching session. October is creating your first podcast. November is finding the coaching request. And December is bringing the woo and astrology into your coaching practice. So these are going to be the 90-minute training calls we're going to do each month. And then at the end of the month, you're going to get a 90-minute group coaching session as well. So we'll do like a live Q&A, we'll do hot seat coaching. And then you get to also have that built-in community of other coaches around the world as well, because building a coaching business can be really lonely and isolating. And then you'll also get, every month, you'll get a personalized life coaching session with me as well. So we can dive even deeper into whatever is coming up for you and helping you to succeed and be the most amazing and successful life coach possible. So it's going to be an amazing deal. It's going to be $197 per month, and it's just month to month. So you can cancel whenever, but you're probably not going to want to cancel after the first month, because there's so many amazing topics we're going to talk about. And then on top of that, you get a bonus. You're going to get our life coach starter kit. And these are all of the tools that I use to run my own coaching business. So you'll get my intro and exit questionnaire. You'll get, hold on, let me read it. I have it here. You'll get sample coaching demos. You'll get power questions to ask on your coaching sessions. You'll get a discovery calls cheat sheet. You'll get a life coach session outline. You'll get a goals sheet to use with your clients, a session prep form, client call notes template, how to price your package guide, social media and email templates to find your first clients, coaching exercise for your clients, and then also resources for legal services, websites, and accounting. So it's amazing. I mean, the whole membership alone is so worth it just to get that life coach starter kit. So I can't wait to start talking about this more starting next month, and hopefully you'll think about joining. And this is perfect for people for coaches who are, kind of like want to start dipping their toes in the water, and maybe they're not ready to join a full-out coach training program yet, but they're like, I really need support right now, and I'm feeling lost and confused and overwhelmed. I don't know where to get started with making money, finding clients, or selling my coaching packages, or I've never worked with a personal life coach before, so I don't even know what that feels like. And so this is the answer to all of those problems. This is the solution. Or if you've already if you graduated from a coach training program and you're still feeling like you're not having the success that you want, and you're feeling lonely, and you just want to be in a collective with amazing, incredible coaches from all over the world that are passionate and working on similar goals to you. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so looking forward to it. So to be continued, and I don't have a waiting list. I'm so sorry I didn't create one for this, but like I said, you'll hear about it if you're on my email list, or if you attend my Facebook Lives, you're in my Facebook group, you'll definitely hear me talk about it, and you'll have the chance to sign up. So, all right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope that this was helpful for you. And I want to see what So Young said. She said, let's see, I just tried getting a pro bono client and now she wants to work with me. I just got my first client organically. Yay! Oh my gosh, congratulations. That's amazing and such an incredible feeling. So congratulations, So Young. I'm so happy for you. And good job with putting yourself out there. That's incredible. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you all next week for Free Training Tuesday. Okay, bye.